Welcome back, mathematics learners. So we are going to treat November 2021 question paper, wherein we're going to solve question 1. In this question 1, they have given us the picture there, which is the Pringles packages. So, and the scenario on the top, let's read the scenario. They said Gadibola bought the Pringles chips in the cylindrical container on promotion at the shop. The promotion advertisement is shown below together with the diagram of the Pringles container with dimension. Promotion advertisement for Pringles, they said 6 Pringles for 100 Rand. So 6 Pringles, those packets of the Pringles or the containers, you're buying 6 for 100 Rand. They said Pringles is 110 gram each, meaning that each container is weighing 110 gram. Promotion available, meaning that this price will last from 11 January 2021 to 31 March 2021. Dimension of the cylindrical Pringle container. There is the diameter of the Pringle container, which is 64 millimeter. And then we have the height of the Pringle container, which is 230 millimeter. Use the information above to answer the questions that follows. So we're going to use the information that we're given there to answer the question that follows. We're going to start with 1.1, 1.1.1. They said that determine in grams the total mass of the Pringle promotion bought for 100 Rand. Determine in grams the total mass of the Pringle promotion bought for 100 Rand. So we have bought 6 Pringles. So 6 Pringles containers, and each Pringle is 110 gram. So we're going to take 6 and multiply it with 110. And then the answer will be 660 gram. 1.1.2. They said write down the radius of the Pringles contain. So there we are given the diameter, and you know that in order to get the radius, when we have the diameter, we take the diameter and divide it by 2, meaning that we're going to take this 64 here, and we divide it by 2, meaning that we're going to say radius equals to diameter divided by 2, which is going to be 64 millimeter divided by 2, and then the answer will be 64 divided by 2. The answer will be 32 millimeter. So that is the answer. And then let's go to 1.1.3. What did they say in 1.1.3? Choose the letter of the answer that will make the following statement true. The unit to be calculated the inner volume of the Pringle container is millimeter cube, millimeter squared, 64 multiplied by 23 millimeter squared. What we know about the volume, this is the capacity that we can occupy, or the capacity of the space that can be occupied. So always the answers of the volume, they must be to the power 3. So if you check there, we have A millimeter to the power 3, B millimeter to the power 2, and we know that 2 represent the area. So we are talking about the volume. Even on C, we have millimeter squared. So the only answer that qualifies to be the answer there, it is A, which is millimeter cube. And then let's proceed to question 1.1.4. In 1.1.4, they said determine the total number of the days this promotion is available. So this promotion is starting on 11 January. It is 11 January. They're stating that they're starting at 11 January up until 31 January. So it's simple to get this one. You can just, okay, they said that it's 11 January up until the 31. March 2021. So it's going to be January, and then the full month of February, and then also the full month of March. So with March, we're going to take 31 days, and then February, we can take 28 days, which means that we're going to say January, February, March, and then March is 31 days, and then February, let's say 28 days, and then January, we can say 31 minus 11 because the spell shall is starting on 11th. 31 minus 11, and then the answer will be 20. So we're going to put 20 days in January, and then the number of days in total, we're going to say 20 plus 28 plus 31, and then the answer will be 79 days in total. So let's go to 1.1.5. Calculate the price of 2 110 Pringle containers in this promotion. So meaning that we are going to look back there on the price. The price is 100 Rand for 6. When it's 100 Rand for 6, we have to check the price of each Pringle container. We are going to say 100 divided by 6. And then when we say 100 divided by 6, the answer will be 100 divided by 6. The answer will be 16 points. Meaning that we're going to have 16 Rand, 67. This is the price of each Pringle container. So for 2, we're going to say 16.67 multiplied by 2. And then we'll multiply this answer by 2. The answer will be 33.33. So this is the price of the 2 110 Pringle promotion packs. And then let's go to the next question. They said, this is question 1.2. Paul has entered the motorcycle race. The digital clock in question 1.2.1 shows the time he finished the race. The odometer in question 1.2.2 shows the reading as a motorcycle crossed the finishing line. Choose in term from column B to complete the statement in column A. Write only the letter A and E next to the question number 1.2.1 and 1.2.2, e.g. 1.2.3 and F. So they said that column A is question 1.2.1. They said column A, the analog clock that shows the same time as the digital clock below. So we have 10:08, which is 8 past 10. So we are going to check there on the things that we have in block on column B and check which one is showing 8 past 10. So what I'm saying is that is number B. So the answer for 1.2.1, it will be B. And then 1.2.2, when we talk about number, if you check, here is 10, and then here is 5, and then 8 is somewhere here, which makes this one to qualify to be 8 past 10. So let's go to number B, which is 1.2.2. Given the following odometer, so odometer is reading the kilometers on the finishing line or the readings of the motorcycle when it crossed the finishing line. If we check there, they said given the following odometer. If you check here, we have pole speed. We are looking at the speed now. So it is 60 kilometer per hour because this one represent the kilometers that the bike have already traveled, but The speed that he was running, it was 60 kilometer, yeah, 60 kilometer per hour. So the answer for question 1.1.2.2 is D. So it's 60 kilometer per hour. And then now let's proceed. Let's go to the next question. The next question then, it is 1.3. In 1.3, they said that a wooden L-shaped flower bed is filled with soil. Below is the L-shaped flower bed with dimension with D as a missing length. So that is the dimension of the L-shaped flower bed. We have the length, which is 7.3 meter. We have the other side 1 meter. We have the other side 3 meter. The short length there is 5.2 meter. We have the missing side, which is D. So now we are going to, they said picture of the shaped flower, there it is. And then note all the corners are right angled. So meaning that all the corners are 90 degrees. Use the information to answer the questions that follow. So we're going to start with 1.3.1. They said convert the longest dimension of the L-shaped flower bed to centimeter. So we're going to convert the longest side. The longest side is 7.3 meter. So we're going to convert 7.3 meter to centimeter, meaning that we are going back. As we know that we're going to have millimeter, centimeter, meter, and then kilometer. So from year to year is 10, 100, and then 1,000. So when we go up, we divide. When we go down, we multiply. So we are coming from meter. Meter is bigger than centimeter. So we're coming from this side, coming this side. So we are multiplying by 100. So it will be 7.3 multiplied by 100. The answer will be 7.3 multiplied by 100. The answer will be 730 centimeters. So that is the answer. Let's go to 1.3.2. They said calculate the missing length D. If we check here, D is representing this space. And this space, it's wherein we have, on the other side, we have the length, which is the longer one. And this side, in order to first have D, we can take the longer side and subtract this part from here up until here, which is 5.2 meter. So we're going to subtract 5.2 meter from 7.3 meter in order to find D, meaning that we're going to say D it's equals to 7.3 meter minus 5.2 meter, and then the answer will be 7.3 minus 5.2. The answer will be 2.1 meter. So that is the answer for D. And then now we can proceed and go to the next question, which is we're going to 1.3.3. With 1.3.3, they said that the volume of the floor bed with materials can be calculated as follows. Volume equals to 2.1 meter multiplied by 3.3 meter multiplied by 0.5 meter plus 5.2 meter multiplied by 1 meter multiplied by 0.5 meter, which is 3.15 meters cube plus 2.6 meter cube equals to 5.75 meter cube. State which value is in the above calculation represent the height of the flower bed. So they're talking about the value in the above calculation that represent the height of the flower bed. So if we check the 2.1 meter multiplied by 3 meter. 3 meter we have it on our drawing. 0.5 meter we don't have it on the drawing. And then 5.2 meter we have it on the drawing. 1 meter we also have in drawing. And then 0.5 we don't have it on our drawing. So state which value in the above calculation the height of the flower bed. So the one that is representing the height, it is going to be 0.5 meter. So it's 0.5 meter. It's representing the height of the flower bed. So let's proceed. Let's go to 1.4. 1.4, we are given below is the layout plan of the inside cabin of the small aeroplane. All the passenger seats face the front except the seat of the air hostess. On all flights, there will be air hostess. So they said that they showed us the alphabets, the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, up until J. Then they showed us the air hostess seat, which they said that it will be looking on the front, not looking at the other direction as other people which will be inside. And then we have row 1, row 2, row 3 there at the back, and then we have the store, we have the toilet, passenger seat, we have emergency exit, and then after that we have a door there, we can see the doors. And then they said use the information above to answer the questions that follow, which is why we're going to start with 1.1.4. Explain the meaning of layout plan. We know that when we talk about the layout plan, we are talking about the plan which is showing the arrangement of how the seating or the placement of the things. So in this scenario, we are shown the layout of the plan of the cabin of the small aeroplane. So we are being shown the arrangement of the inside cabin of the small aeroplane. They said calculate the maximum number of passenger seats available in this aeroplane. So they showed us the passenger seat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have 18 seats. And then 1.14.2, they said store file is seated in D1. In D1, he gets out of his seat and walks past his seat. Okay, the 1.4.2, they said calculate the maximum number of passengers available in this aeroplane. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So it's 28 seats. And then let's go to 1.4.3. They said store file is seated in D1. He gets out of his seat. D1 is here. He gets out of his seat and walks past his seat and 2 more seats towards the back. 2 more seats towards the back is this one and this one. And then to talk to his friend who is seated on Stoffy right hand side. So using the same notation as Stoffy seat, write down the seat number of his friend. So the friend is seated at F1. Is seated at F1 because Stoffy is coming this side. It's coming from here. And then pass 1, 2. No, it's G1. G1. So it will be 1, 2, and then it's G1. So it is right because he will be looking this side. So it will be on his right hand. So during the flight, passengers are allowed to choose a light snack and the drink. The choices are as follow: a muffin or a sandwich with a cola, a juice or a bottled water. Write down the number of the option they can choose. So here we're going to do something like a tree diagram. 1.4.4. They said that it's either you choose a muffin or a sandwich. So I'm going to say this one is representing muffin, this one is representing sandwich. We have 3 choices of drink. We have Coca-Cola, we have juice, we have bottle of water, and then Coke, juice, and then bottle of water. This is what we have. And then here are the outcomes. It's either muffin and Coke, muffin or juice, muffin and water, bottle of water, and then sandwich and Coke, sandwich and juice, sandwich and bottle of water. So the outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 out. Oh, choices. It's not outcomes. Choices. 6 choices. So we are done with question 1 of 2021. Thank you.